I'm Mayor Michelle Distler. I'm here at Fire Station 72 near Johnson Drive and Renner Road. We're excited to show you Shawnee's newest fire truck rolling into service. But first, I wanted to quickly thank you, our community, for your unwavering support of our fire department. We know how important public safety is to you. And I also want to thank the Shawnee Fire Department for their dedication and commitment to our community. Now let's show you the new truck.
Thank you so much, Mayor Distler, and to the entire governing body for your ongoing support of the Shawnee Fire Department. I'm Julie Breidup. I'm the City Communications Manager, and I'm joined with firefighter Joe McMillan, and we are about to show you around this new fire truck. So, Joe, do you want to get us started?
Sure. This is our new Engine 72. It's a 2021 Pierce pumper. We call them engines in the city of Shawnee. And I'll just give you a brief walkthrough of everything we have on it and any of the new features we have. I guess we can start right here. This is where the officer sits, or captain. But one thing I can show you, with this truck, we have gone to wireless headsets. And what this allows us to do is communicate inside the cab safely so we can hear each other over the engine noise or any siren noise. But this also allows our firemen there in the back seat there to help the driver back. So if there's a situation where we've got to move the apparatus, we always want someone outside to help that driver see what he can't see. And with the headsets on, now we can just speak normally like you're in the cab. So that's a really nice safety feature we've adopted with this truck.
And Joe, we were talking earlier, and tell me again, so how many firefighters go in a truck on a call?
Yeah, so this apparatus, in this station, we house 4 firemen. So we have 2 firemen in the back. Fireman drives the truck as well. He's the driver.
And you're one of the drivers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I am. I've been driving for quite a few years now. And then sitting up front here, this is the officer. And he's a fireman just like all the rest of it. His air pack's in there. You can see his gear ready to go. The tool, in addition to ours that he has, is that MDT. And that MDT connects us to our dispatch, and it helps us navigate to calls, gives us any additional information that we may need, in addition to the information we get when the bells ring and they tell us where we're going and what we're going on. So yeah, great question. This can hold, we can have 6 firemen on this. So if there's a situation, we've had very few, where we need to backfill a truck and so a lot of guys show up at the station, we can have 6 guys out of this truck.
Cool.
It's usually just 4.
Okay, and then if we want to walk around front, you were kind of telling me about some sweet engine stuff that I had no idea about.
So this is, like I said, they're our newest of our fleet, but this is a truck that's very similar to one we bought a few years ago, Engine 71. And they've got a Cummins L9 motor in it. It's 450 horsepower, a ton of engine for this truck. It helps us pull hills real easy, and that's great in this district. It's very hilly out here in central Shawnee. Allison transmission. It's just a great all-around truck. Manufactured by Pierce in Appleton, Wisconsin. So made right here in the United States. 100% custom made truck for the city of Shawnee.
Yeah, and Joe, I was asking you earlier as well, so how long does it take once council approves getting a new truck then and you get the designs? How long does it take?
So I'd say from start to finish of us, including us designing it and working with Pierce, I mean, it can take, a year and a half, maybe even a little longer. Mm-hmm. This one took a little longer just with COVID and everything. There was some delays created there, but when they start manufacturing them until they roll off, it's about a year. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of engineering and technical work that goes into it before they even bend one piece of metal. Right. And then once they start, they can really build a truck fast once they get going on it.
Cool.
It is pretty cool. Our newer fire trucks, and like I said, I don't want to get too technical, but all of our lights that you see, our emergency lighting and even our headlights, these are all LED now, just like on your car. So the amount of pull that it has on the motor or generators has greatly decreased, so we've been able to change how we design these trucks and how much power we use, which is really nice. It's just kind of allowed us to kind of streamline them and bring their trucks in a little tighter. this is where I sit. Pretty straightforward cab. All the emergency lighting I'll need up there allows me to get the pump going from inside the cab. In addition to safety features, all of our trucks, our newer trucks have, they're governed, the speed is governed at 67 miles an hour, and they also have a roll protection. So it's like an anti-roll. If we end up taking a corner a little too fast, this truck tells us, and then it slows the motor down to a reasonable speed and allows us to finish the turn. Obviously, all kinds of warnings if we don't have our seatbelt on, if any of the doors are opening, it tells me on that computer screen right there what door, who doesn't have their seatbelt on, all that, so we can ensure that everybody's safe before we leave. And then part of our cancer prevention initiative that we started a few years ago, all of our trucks were going to this vinyl surface. So our trucks used to have cloth seats, just like in your car, and they're very durable, comfortable, they breathe, but they also let everything absorb into them. So carcinogens, any blood or anything like that. So inside this cab, any soft surface is vinyl, and the rest of it's all hard plastic or steel. So every surface can be sanitized, wiped down quickly, and that's what we do. If we have a fire or a medical call that we need to clean up afterwards, these wipe off very easily, very quickly, non-absorbent. So this is all part of our cancer initiative as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. And is that one of kind of the new features, as you said, moving forward, that will be a priority as we're rolling new trucks in over the years?
It is, and there's some other things down the line that we'll probably be changing with our trucks just about cancer, like how we try to isolate our gear and isolate anything that comes in contact with us from getting inside the cab or transferring from the cab to where we live, because we spend a third of our life, we call it a firehouse because it is our house. Yeah. So we're trying to keep everything on the scene, or at least in the truck, until we can clean it up.
Right.
Lots of storage. This is my little compartment. This is a cool little feature we started building on engine 71, and our tiller ladder 71 has this, and then now this is my own little cubby, which is very nice. And any firemen are watching this, like, this is a super great addition. I don't have to tuck my stuff behind the seat or push it in between these guys. I got my own little spot, radio, flashlight. So that's a really nice feature. Velocity cabs. I mean, a great deal of room, if you can see all that. So that allows for a great visibility for those guys in the back. A little maneuverability when we're in there cleaning or setting things up or anything like that. A lot of room for growth too, if we need to add things or change things.
We were saying it has the new fire truck smell.
It really does. I think the vinyl seats too, yeah. It is, it's brand new, guys. I mean, brand new. It has 800 miles on it.
And just recently rolled into service.
Yes,
so this
just
is
a few
kind of
days
a good
ago.
first look for everybody to see.
Yeah, so our first day, our crew was Sunday on this truck, and we've already ran a handful of calls, and it's been great.
Cool.
Crosslays. These are attack lines. So these are lines we'll actually take into the house or the building to fight the fire. They're called a crosslay. They lay across the truck. They can get pulled both directions. Another complement of tools. I'll talk about those on the other side. This is my office, I guess you could say. It's
it looks different than mine.
A little bit, and this looks different than our other trucks too. We have gone to just more of a traditional standard pump setup. We did have CAFs in our city for a number of years, and that's a compressed air foam system, and it allows us to inject foam into our hand lines. And we worked with it for years, and we just come to find out it's not fitting us the way we were hoping it was going to fit. So we've kind of dropped that, and now we're going back to a more traditional pump setup, which is really nice. I mean, very clean, simple, gets the job done.
Awesome.
Yep. Tons more tools. This is just a rolling toolbox. Really, Julie, that's what this is. Everything we need to do our job is in here. Every single thing. So the fire station just holds us and the truck. All the tools are on the truck.
Yeah, and I thought that was interesting how you were saying that, as you said, it's a rolling toolbox, and it's not like you guys are having to grab anything extra from the actual fire station when you roll out. It's all
I mean, fault anyone for not knowing that. I mean, It's just one of those things that a lot of people don't think about,
Yeah.
but the fire station houses us and our truck. The truck houses everything we need to do the job.
Right, right,
Including us. That's why they're so big, tall, wide, heavy.
right,
Because everything is on here. And 500 gallons of water.
right.
You'll see these on both sides, like little torpedo chutes. These hold our air cylinders. So not only do we have 6 or 5 packs on this truck ready to go, we have 5 bottles on the truck ready to replace it. So if we get a fire and we need to, we expend a full bottle, and we'll be able to replace it just off of this apparatus and keep everything together.
Right.
Yep. More bottles. DEF. This is something, if anybody's familiar with diesels, DEF is a part of emissions control. So this is 2021. I mean, top of line EPA emissions is what it hits. So, and this is probably the newest addition to the Shawnee Fire Department. With this truck, we decided to go with, we call them e-tools, electronic extrication tools. These are made by Amcus, and we had them come in, we trained on them several times, we put them through all the paces, and we really like them. We really like these.
And so these are used for extrication. Is
Yeah,
that
so
correct?
for vehicle extrication, and so I don't know, it's hard. That's mainly just vehicle extrication. There are a few other little applications we could use them for, but yeah, so if you're involved in a car accident and your pop can crunches, these tools help us kind of expand the can back out, open the doors, and we can
Right.
get you out. Yep.
That's
And
cool.
they're just a lot more mobile than our old systems. We were tethered to the truck or tethered to a power plant. So now we can take these, a few other tools down the hill wherever we need to go with them, and we can operate the same strength and the same duration as traditional hydraulic tools.
Yeah, that's great.
More stuff.
And this is the only truck right now that has that, right?
It
Already
is.
On.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Brand
cool.
new. There's one, and we've yet to use them on a call yet, but training, they work great.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
yep. And with our highways going right through our district,
Right.
it's kind of something we have to have. More storage, guys. This is just pretty standard stuff. Oil dry hydrants, or a hydrant bag to help us hit the hydrant. And then behind this new vinyl cover here, this is where all our lines are at. Here, I'll see if I can get this off for you a little bit. You can see, but I don't know if you can see that, Sam, but
Yeah.
so these are tack lines. Like I said, with the cross lays, those are the lines that are actually going to go in the house or in the building. And then these bring us the water to the truck. So this one will hit a hydrant, this one hits standpipes, other things. But yeah, full complement, lots and lots, thousands of feet of hose on this truck.
Awesome.
What else? I mean, you can't have a fire truck without ladders, right? So we've got ladders in addition to all the hoses and tools. We've got ladders. This little one's full of hand tools, pike poles, hooks, stuff like that.
So do you guys have to go through, I mean, I assume the crews have to go through some training just to get familiar with the new truck and where things are, and how does that kind of work?
That's a really good question. So even though it's a new truck and the body style is slightly different than the truck it's replacing, engine 72 right there, the tools and the equipment are almost always in the same place. So we have kind of a Shawnee way of doing things. So I can go to truck 73, I can go to engine 71, and I can open this compartment, and there will be saws in here
Okay.
on every truck.
That makes
There'll be
sense,
extrication tools if the truck has it. Will be on the other side. Hydrant bag will be in the back.
Okay.
They're all kind of in the same place. The equipment may be a little different, but we
But
try
it's
to
same
keep
place.
it. Yep.
Right. Huh,
Yep.
That's interesting.
Consistency, not conformity.
Right.
And well, now we're here, so we've got a full complement of saws. We're still trying to dial stuff in on the truck. Yeah, so cut-off saws, chainsaws, just to help us cut holes in roofs and cut any kind of metal, garage doors, car hoods, stuff like that. Tons of room though, I like it. More tools and compartments. This is rescue stuff, ropes, water rescue. Those are PFDs in that bag right there. A lot of rescue equipment in here for the ropes and stuff. Yeah, more More air cylinders in there. And then this is probably the busiest compartment on the truck. So this is EMS. So this is like, and this actually, we just adopted this. This is our new EMS bag. So this is our first aid kit, our giant first aid kit. But it is, every year we add more stuff. The citizens need more, demand more, and so we follow. We're like, all right, guys, we got this. You need this, we're gonna do this. And the packs get bigger and bigger. So now we went to a backpack. So it's a full-blown backpack, and it actually works really well.
Well, and it's so nice with the storage that, you know, everything really has its place. It's not like you guys are, you know, trying to get somewhere as quickly as you can and having to sift through everywhere. Like
Exactly.
everything is nice and organized.
It is, and yeah, we pride ourselves on that. You know, when we design these trucks, that we're thinking applications way down the line.
Right.
You know, like, all right, so we've been talking about this new procedure, this new tool or new policy. We may not adopt it for 2 years, but let's go ahead and start building something, designing something around it.
Right.
And this is one of them. We made this bigger and bigger every year. We just adopted these, I don't know, Sam, maybe a year ago, if that. And this is a Zoll monitor. These are the same monitors that Johnson County MedAct carries. You know, they have 2 paramedics with them at all times. We are a BLS fire department, but this carries everything we need. So we take blood pressures, pulse ox. It has an internal AED. In addition, it is a monitor, so we can hook 4 lead, 12 leads, and some of the paramedics on our department can interpret that. Really what it does is it just allows us to get more information and provide better care right away.
Right.
Because like we were talking about earlier, you call 911 in the city of Shawnee and you're gonna get a Shawnee firefighter first.
Right, right.
We're gonna be one of the first ones in the door, and then MedAct comes with us or a little later to help us.
Right, right.
So we wanna ensure that we've got the best equipment, the newest equipment to just provide the best care. That's all we try to do every day. More so, like I said, this is a busy compartment. So not only EMS, but any kind of fire or investigation. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. These tools right here come in play. So we've designed this truck to put them in here so this fireman can get out and he can access right away all this that he's gonna do a lot of his job with. It's right here.
Okay.
Yep. This is the other side of the crosslays. So like I said, you can pull them from both sides. This is a piece of equipment we adopted a few years ago too. These are called rescue jacks. And these allow us to stabilize vehicles, raise vehicles. If there's a rescue situation or a car wreck and we need to manipulate the vehicle or stabilize the vehicle, these allow us to do that. This is the first truck that we actually designed to house these. And so they're in a nice tight spot. They're right here at chest height. They are kind of heavy and long, so it's nice having them like right here. So we kind of built this whole compartment to fit these and fit them safely.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting how you were saying there's kind of you get basically a choice of cab types, but then everything from here back is really fully customizable for whatever fits our department.
It is, yeah. Pierce gives you a choice of 5 or 6 cabs. We've gone with the Velocity cab for well, 8 years. 8 years ago was the first one we built, and it fits the pump that we like, it fits the suspension that we like, and the motor that we like. Fits it really nice, and it gives us all that additional room for visibility and maneuverability.
And then I had you explain this to me, so I assume that people might want to know, but can you explain what the Lucky 7
Oh yeah,
is
so
about?
in Johnson County, each department has a number designation for our dispatch. So the city of Shawnee is number 7. OP is 4, Lenexa is 9, Olathe is 5. So this is engine 72, which means 7. It's a Shawnee unit, and it's out of Station 2. And that's the great mystery of the trucks you see through the county.
Yeah.
That first number is what city it is, and that second one is what station it is. And then so a few years ago when we adopted this paint scheme, this gray over red, which was engine 71 was the first time. When we adopted this new paint scheme, we also put our scramble on it, and then we put our Lucky 7s and our Maltese kind of scramble on there too.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so all the trucks are having them now. We really like it. It's something unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pride, you know, guys love that stuff. So.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. It's on both sides, and engine 71, ladder 71, and engine 72 are all this paint scheme and this design.
Yeah, that's awesome. We really appreciate your time and again the community's support of the fire department and our city in general. And if you want to find out more about the fire department and kind of the programs and services they have, a look at the trucks and all of that, you can go to cityofshawnee.org/fire, and we have a lot of information there. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments or send them in. I will ask Joe because I won't know the answer, but we will definitely get answers back to you if you have any questions at all. So again, thanks Joe.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it, and you all have a great day.
Thanks.